Hey everybody, how's everyone doing? Hi guys. Hello, 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 hello. Sorry I'm late. Sorry I'm late, guys. My unicorn was sitting on me. How's everyone doing? Yeah, it was an interesting week, wasn't it? Hi guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello. How is everyone? The whole month, huh? What was that? Jeez. Oh, jeez. Doing well? Yay, you finally made it. Welcome, Short. What is that? Shorty Doo-Wop? 410, what's up? What's up? Hey, Okimi, how are you? I'm doing well. I'm doing quite well, actually. I've had a good weekend so far. Um, I am well. I was able to I went to the Global Citizen concert, the Global Citizen Festival yesterday here in New York City, and it was great. I got to see Janet Jackson live, guys. It was awesome. Thank you, Sanctabella. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Hi, Patty. Yeah, it was fun. It was Janelle Monáe opened the show, and then and then Shawn Mendes performed. John Legend was there. He was a guest performer. Cardi B. I had never seen Cardi B like live, like other than like on TV or something, and so that was cool. That was really cool. The Weeknd, and then Janet Jackson. It was great. It was wonderful, wonderful. So now I'm just kind of like relaxing today. Thank you, Manahil. Thank you so much. Hi, Betsy. So that's where I was yesterday when I was texting you about all that stuff. I was at that thing. Hey, Double D. Well, good morning or good afternoon. Yeah, Betsy. Yeah. Well, I'm waiting for that email, Double D. So whenever you're ready, just go ahead and send it. So what I want to do, actually, before I forget, I want to set up some moderators. Yeah. Hi, Ultraviolet. So if anybody wants to be a moderator, if you'd like to volunteer for that, I would be more than happy to enlist you. Okay, Double D. You got it. Boop. Yeah. So I'm gonna get settled in. We're gonna wait, let people get in, get into the chat and all that, say hi, let's just converse. And I'm gonna start my pre-shuffle here before we get started. The Hermit just popped out, and the All Gifted. Oh boy. So what's the week been like for you guys? I know for me it was interesting. I was expecting to cross paths with my All right, guys, check it out. I was just saying, I was just a mess. Yeah, it was pretty messy. Yeah, well, I crossed paths with my twin on Friday also. It's funny. And it's funny because I'm pre-shuffling the Divine Masculines deck here, and literally just as I was about to say I crossed paths with my twin on Friday, look at what popped out. The Lovers. Good Lord. It was fine. I was expecting to see him. We kind of like made up a little bit, reconciled a little. So I guess we're cool now, which is good. Yeah. Oh goodness, stalking you on your Snapchat, huh? I mean, yeah, it's fine. But see, here's the thing, Patty. I'm very much detaching myself too. Like I spent a lot of yesterday really working on detaching. I felt a lot of anxiety yesterday. It was kind of intense, but anyway. Hey, Shell. Is that how did I say that correctly? Shell Bella? Well, I'm glad, Nina, I'm glad you guys had a conversation. Anxiety be gone. I don't know, Betsy, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I feel like I shouldn't. Whatever. We'll talk about it later. But yeah, anxiety gone. I mean, I don't feel as anxious today as I did yesterday. That's for sure. Guys, let me tell you, man. There were moments. Now, granted, I was at that festival with a ton of people, like thousands of people in Central Park. Yeah. Okay, Betsy, I'm down. But okay, so being an empath and being around all of those people was definitely something that it might be. I'm not sure, Sila, Olivia, but on top of just being around all those people at that festival, there was just a lot of anxiety, a lot of fear. My ego was flaring, which, Betsy, thank you so much for your help. At one point, I was like, oh my God, she's probably going to hate me because I was just texting her nonstop. But it was a thing. Medicine Head. Okay, well, don't worry, Mandy. If you need to, check out and come back later, I love you so much, Betsy. If you need to come back later, please don't worry about it. Yeah? Care for yourself. Care for yourself. No, being an empath is not easy. Simone, how are you? See? Oh my God, Simone, you're going through the exact same thing I went through. I grew up under the impression that I'm a Taurus, and then I went to Sidereal, or the Vedic system, and I found that I'm an Aries. And as soon as I started connecting with that, it all literally just made so much sense. Good. Okay, Blue Sky. Now you're on the cusp. I'm in the middle. I'm May 6th, so I'm like right in the middle of Aries. Blue Sky, that's okay. Walk away with gratitude, with love, with compassion. Try not to be malicious about it, yeah? 10 Cup Tarot. Well, good. As long as you feel right about what's going on, 10 Cup, then continue. My Cancer moon does come out a lot, yes, and I've been connecting with that also. It's like once I got comfortable with hi Jesse, welcome. Taurus Tam, what's up, boo? Once I started connecting with the Aries part of me, that's when I actually started to be able to connect with the Cancer side of me, and now I'm like, oh my God, I really do have Cancer in me, a lot of Cancer in me, and it's funny because I've always connected really, really well with Cancers. Like a lot of the people that I've called my best friends, like my true legit best friends over my lifetime, have been Cancers. And I just thought it was because Cancer and Taurus go so well together, and that's kind of true, but it's also because I'm part Cancer myself. The Star for the Divine Feminine deck. Okay, so healing, that's good. I feel like a lot of us that have had a really rough week, it's because we're healing, okay? It's purging, guys. So take it in stride. Take it with a grain of salt. Yeah, don't look too deep into it. Don't let your ego really, the Ace of Wands, okay? So new passion is igniting within the Divine Feminine collective. Wow, that's awesome, Double D. Yeah, the Ace of Wands came out for the Divine Feminine deck. Well, yeah, it's annoying, Tarot by Pixie, but it's pretty shitty sometimes, but it's worth it, I promise. Page of Wands and the Page of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. The Divine Masculine is still moving in slowly. But also for the Divine Feminine, this isn't the actual reading, guys. I'm just like pre-shuffling, and the universe is throwing some messages out here for us. But The divine feminine is moving slowly towards something. Ooh, no, actually, the divine feminine really isn't moving so slowly, because now here comes the chariot. Divine feminine, I really feel like those in the divine feminine collective, or just the divine feminine energies within all of us, because even those who identify with the divine masculine, you have feminine energies. Divine feminine, you have masculine energies. But for the divine feminine collective, those of us who identify with this, yep, the sun. Okay, so all this purging that you've been going through this past week most likely has helped you. Yeah, okay, 10 cup. Yeah, the Ace of Wands is coming out a lot. It's been coming out for me too. But this purging that you're going through is helping you clear things away, and it's allowing you to it's allowing you to ignite a new passion, move forward in a new direction, or just the same direction, maybe with just some new what is it? New inspiration. Interesting, Pixie. How do you feel about that? Yeah, and a lot of readings. Things are really picking up. Whoa, ultraviolet. That's cool. Uh-oh. My feather fell, guys. Yeah, it's really great. And this, honestly, when it comes to the sun, what I'm really getting is that this is not necessarily just between the divine masculine and divine feminine individuals. This is just like things are, yeah. Oh, yeah, I'd say so too, Betsy. And actually, I have something to tell you about that. It has something to do with the concert last night. But we can talk about that later, I guess. Anyway, yeah, the things are just changing for the divine feminine all around. Yeah, I will. Don't worry. Yeah, things are changing for the divine feminine. A lot of us are coming out of that deep, dark hole of despair. We're literally like pulling ourselves out of it. Gianna, it really does. It could be anything. It really depends on what you want. Okay. If you want to continue it with, people within your life, go right ahead. If you feel like that's not quite where you're going to get it, or if you're feeling called to branch out and do it with others, do it with that. It's your call, boo. It's your call. Gemini rising, becoming more decisive. As a Gemini, Gemini rising, but you still have Gemini in you. That's good. Well, Marianne, I mean, it is what it is, right? No, Patty, you're not. I've actually been like literally trying to detach even more and focus on myself. And that's partially where the Sun and the Ace of Wands and the Page of Wands is coming through. Simone, it's funny because I've been asking myself that same question lately. And the divine just said, yes, it is real. Please stop questioning us. Okay. I'm sorry. I don't mean to. Okay. All right, guys. So we probably get started soon. Yeah, Patty, I think sometimes yeah, and it's funny because I said this last week and they don't want me to say it again, but it's true. I mean, it's part of my thing. It's like, well, I sometimes I wish I just was crazy, but I know I'm not. I know none of us, we're not crazy. None of us are crazy. Hi, Latoya. I don't know. False twins. I'll get to that into a second. Pixie. I don't know. I mean, that feels really opportunistic to me. Not gonna lie, but I don't know. False twins. I'm not so sure. I really don't have much to say about false twins. I don't know how to feel about them. I don't know. I don't know if I can answer that question for you right now. I don't really give it that much thought. Major love. Send major love. Yes. Exactly, Pixie. That's literally the best thing you can focus on right now. Best thing you can focus on. Excellent. That's great, Patty. And okay, so I guess okay, here's why I don't really have an opinion when it comes to false twins. Because I've been in this like egoic state of going back and forth where I mean I've kind of wanted this person to not be my twin, or I wanted to just be wrong about the situation, blah blah blah. But the divine keeps saying to me, no, Eric, you're on the right path. You're not wrong. He is your twin. You are his twin. Blah blah blah. Okay, that's fine. But then instead of saying to myself, instead of allowing myself to get wrapped up in the thing of whether he's a false twin or not, or whether even I'm a real twin, but I am a twin. They keep telling me that all the time. And I just feel it lines up, it resonates with me. So, okay, that makes sense. But instead of getting into the whole thing of, well, maybe he's just a catalyst, maybe he's a false twin, this, that, and the other. It's like, well, look, I just look at it as, okay, well, regardless of what is going on, regardless of what may end up being down the road, hey, Pinky, right now I'm focused on the current moment. And in the current moment, what I've been through in over this, a little over a year now that I've been in this connection, or at least consciously working through this connection, I have grown so much. I have changed so much. I have become a much better version of myself than I ever was in the past. So instead of thinking about whether or not it's like this is false, is he a false twin, is he a catalyst, blah blah blah, whatnot, whatever, the fact that I've really grown and changed, and I will go ahead and say that his presence in my life has helped me grow and become a better version of myself than I ever was in the past. So that's great. Now, the thing that gets me is that the reminders and the synchronicities and me trying to detach. And the more I try to detach, the more they press the situation and blah, blah, blah. And so the more they try to remind me of him. Like yesterday, I was at this concert and it's like I was seeing him everywhere. I would look up on the stage and I would see people and they would resemble him. And I'm like, oh God. And then I'm looking out in the crowd of all these thousands of people and I just keep seeing people that resemble him all the time, and it's like I can't escape it. It's you know what I mean? It's frustrating. It's really, really frustrating. But I don't want that to mean that I mean I hate him or anything. It's not about that. It's just I'm trying to do the work and trying to take the suggestions that I give, other readers give, and detach. But the more we try to detach, the more synchronicities come through, and it's just like this weird push and pull that I don't quite understand. But yeah, now. There are, yes, pre-twin and after-twin versions of myself, Jamisa. I totally agree with that one. It is. It's about the personal growth that comes from the connection. Exactly, 10 Cup Tarot. That is a great way of saying it. 10 Cup says if we can learn to be grateful for the growth that comes of this connection, no matter how difficult it is, we will always be able to reap the benefits. And I absolutely agree with that. Yeah. Holly Ann, you know what? You want to know what's funny, guys? I've actually been seeing and hearing the synchronicity of twin. Like literally, I will hear the word twin at some point. Like someone will say, will say twin, twinsies when I'm like really trying to resist the situation. There were 2 instances yesterday. Were there 2? Probably not. I think it was just 1, to be honest. But there were like, I was standing in this crowd and I look over and there's literally a set of twins, like these 2 girls who are actually twins. I'm like, oh my God, are you serious? Universe, are you kidding? Are you serious? Good Lord. Yeah, Kayla, you get it too. Yep. Ayo, Kimmy, you have a set of twins. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, guys. So I guess we should start. Oh, Patty, do you think the synchronicity is trying to be validated? You know what, Patty, that is an excellent question. Do you think the synchronicity is trying to validate your detachment phase? Yes. I absolutely agree with that. And thank you for pointing that out, because I actually hadn't thought about that, and I thought about it in that way in a while. But yes, the more you try to detach, the more the universe and your higher self will really try and test you to see how detached you truly are. Now, me personally, being an Aries, I will just admit that, being an Aries sun, I do tend to have a short fuse, and I do tend to have a little bit of a temper. So whenever I'm really working on detaching and the universe is throwing these synchronicities in my face, I get frustrated. And I feel like that's part of the test. It's like, how are you going to react to this? We're going to keep throwing this in your face. Are you going to keep getting frustrated? Or are you just going to recognize them, acknowledge them, and move on with your day and keep your vibration as light as possible? But you see, I don't always pass that test. I'm not even going to lie, guys. I don't always pass that test. Sorry, I'm lighting some sage. You know, so to that question, Patty, yes, I absolutely believe that. But also, I believe that it's partially the universe trying to remind us of who we are and what we're, you know, what we've agreed to, the contract that we made, the agreement that we made, all that kind of stuff, so that we don't go flying off the... thank you, Patty. There are no failures. You're correct. So we don't go like running off the path. Pixie, you're an Aries rising, Leo sun, Aquarius moon. Awesome. I am an Aries sun, Leo rising, and a Cancer moon. Oh, 10 cup. I swear, 10 cup. I have been seeing 1111 consistently twice every day for the past week. I saw it last night when we had finished the concert and we went to go get something to eat, and I saw it last night. I saw it again this morning. I've been seeing it consistently. And I've been seeing 444 too, a lot. That's awesome, Patty. That's really awesome. I've been hearing a lot of apologies lately. I don't know about you guys, and actually this is something that I wanted to talk about, but I've been hearing lots of I'm sorries telepathically. And I really feel like it's the collective, the divine masculine collective just apologizing, but it makes me nervous every time I hear it. Love you too, Betsy. I'll see you later. And I'll be on yours too around 6, yeah? I'll be there. Has anyone else been hearing that? Yep. Or is it just me? I hope it's not just me. It makes me so nervous. The more he apologizes, the more paranoid I get. It's like, why are you apologizing so much? And he just said it to me. He was like, because I feel like I need to, not because I'm actually doing anything extra. It's like, okay, I'm sorry. Patty, yeah, I heard that too every once in a while. But I'm not sure that's coming from, if it's coming from our twins, it's very much their ego. Very much their ego. Otherwise, I also got the idea, I got the impression that that's some sort of interference. Oh my God. Mashallah experience. You're so right. My shirt does say sorry. Oh, goodness gracious. Synchronicity much? And I didn't even think about that. And actually, I thought it was enough of a coincidence that I started the live stream like 5 minutes late today. And I was like, you know what? I put on this shirt and I was like, wow, this shirt is totally appropriate. I'm sorry I'm late. Look, guys, sorry I'm late. My unicorn was sitting on me. Like, that's so perfect. And yes, oh my God. Yeah. Sorry I'm late. Oh God. And he said that to me once. Never mind. Anyway, all right, guys. Well, telepathic communication, it does happen. It often happens late at night. But for me, it's been happening a lot all throughout the day recently. Yeah, Jana, the universe can be funny, but sometimes it's funny in an obnoxious way. I'm not even gonna lie. Hey, Archangel. Both, eluding the ultraviolet. It could be both. It could be them. It could be you. It could be both of you at the same time. It could also just be your Kundalini rising. Okay. Yes, Diamond, I will be at the bookshop tomorrow. If you're in the New York City area, please come find me. I will be at Om Shanti Bookshop from 11 to 5 tomorrow during the day. Om Shanti is on 14th Street between 2nd and 3rd Avenue in the East Village. Also, private readings. I'm available for private readings, but I'm not going to be scheduling any private readings for this week. Because I'm going to be working on videos for the channel. I'm going to be doing the Ascension versus Mission readings for October and then I'm also going to be working on getting the Zodiac readings for the month out. So all of those are going to be out by the latest next weekend, if not earlier. I'm going to do the Ascension versus Mission readings first. Those will most likely be out Wednesday night. And then from there, I'm going to be doing the Zodiac readings for the month of October. Yeah. Oh boy, guys, Halloween is coming. And we're in the fall. The fall feels so, I don't know about y'all, but up here in the Northeast, it definitely feels like fall and it feels so freaking good. The DM definitely can sound panicky. If they are panicking, that is most likely their ego freaking out, or they're just they're feeling anxious because their ego is getting to them. But there have been moments where mine has sounded really panicky, and like all that kind of stuff. But it could also be their higher selves too. You know, just trying to frantically get a message to you. Why are we being wary of apologies, Jamie? Yeah. Pixie, he's going through a lot. Your divine masculine is going through a lot. They're all going through a lot. Patty. You've been feeling his anger, Mashallah, yeah. Yeah. I've been feeling a lot of anxiety. Okay. All right, guys. So, I'm going to get to it. If anyone wants to, 117 viewers, 17 likes. Look at that. Synchronistic. Thank you, Jamie. Oh, thank you, Patty. Yes. Okay, so Patty sent me this Instagram post that I really want to share. 118, that I really want to share with you guys. It resonated like crazy. Let me see. Give me just a second. I gotta find it. Oh, and Patty, I got your email this morning. I definitely want to do a picnic. Let's do a picnic. That'll be fun. Yeah. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, here we go. Yes, let's do it. Okay, so Patty found this Instagram post. It's by Be a Good Soul. And it reads, as a divine masculine, I want to say that based on my personal experience, usually this is only a one-way occurrence for the reasons that someone just mentioned. But a divine feminine is an energy alpha, whereas a divine masculine is the physical alpha. So naturally, when a divine feminine heals a blockage, a divine masculine feels it energetically, in the sense that they are made aware that they need to step it up. Now, on the other side, when a divine masculine heals a blockage, a divine feminine feels it physically, fatigue, sickness, sadness. We can go ahead and throw anxiety in there too, etc., things like that. Of course, this all starts when the divine feminine takes the first step towards healing. There are exceptions to the rule, definitely, as sometimes the roles can be reversed, but I'm certain. But she says, I'm certain more often than not, it goes with the former and not the latter. So for you divine feminines out there, rest assured that your divine masculine is going to have one hell of a time trying to ignore the healing energy brought upon him. Sure, we usually don't feel it physically, but our egos get broken down. Think of a big toddler crying for hours or days or however long the guy takes about not wanting to do something he has to do. Eventually, he tires out and surrenders. Which as a male is most likely the hardest thing he will ever have to do. Now, speaking as a physical male myself, yes, I resonate with that, because even though I'm of the divine feminine collective, I'm still a man physically. And let me tell you, it took me a while to, the spirit had been guiding me to leave my karmic partnership, my karmic marriage for a long time, but I didn't want to hear it. I didn't want to hear it. So I resonate with that. But okay, anyway. Again, our egos can make us pretty stubborn. Ultimately, the change happens not because we're forced to live a lie, but because we're encouraged to live our truth, which is we want you as much as you want us for that to happen. The DM, the divine masculine, has to let go of all things ego driven. The divine feminine has to do that too. Don't take that the wrong way. The divine feminine has her own ego challenges to get through. Right, Patty. That's probably why a lot of us divine feminines are feeling sick, can't get out of bed, etc. And as I was dealing with all the anxiety that I was feeling yesterday, that was on my mind. I was like, okay, well, I wonder if he's actively healing something, because I know I'm healing some sort of purging or triggering right now. So, yeah. All right, guys. Alrighty. Thank you so much for sharing that, Patty. So many ego deaths. You're damn right, Holly. Okay, so I'm going to get to it. Now, this is a general reading. Please take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't. Yeah, you're right, 10 Cup. The ego doesn't want to let go, but we know we have to. And actually, that's been the biggest trigger for me. It's usually my ego that starts going in this whole tirade of, I wish I was just wrong about all this. That's totally my ego. Look, that my feather just fell again. The angels are confirming it. They're like, yeah, stop letting your ego run away with you, Eric. There we go. See? Boop, boop, boop. All right, guys, getting into the reading. General reading, please take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't. Yes, it's a mirror reading, okay? So this is between the divine masculine and the divine feminine energies. You will be able to get some sort of idea of what's going on with your counterpart in the physical reality, but this is also supposed to be a snapshot of what's going on internally between your inner divine masculine and divine feminine energies, okay? Ultimately, the goal of this journey is to bring the masculine and feminine energies within us into balance, to recapture our wholeness as a whole and complete being. Just because we're twin flames and we have a counterpart that is a part of us, that's another part of our own soul out there in the physical world, that does not mean we are incomplete. Okay, we are whole and complete beings within ourselves, regardless of whether we have a twin or not. All right. Also, these messages, I'm going to be speaking to the twin flame collective. However, if you are not on the twin flame journey, if you're just hanging out to see what's going on, you're more than welcome to stay and listen. I encourage you to do so, honestly, because you really probably could gain some good nuggets of information to help you in your life, in your love endeavors moving forward in life. Ultimately, twin flames are not anything special. We're really here just to help anchor in this new paradigm of unconditional love and this new understanding of what love truly is. And we're here to help anchor in this new light frequency that's coming through as the whole collective, the human collective, not just the twin flame or light worker, starseed collective, whatnot. The whole human collective is in a process of ascension. And so the twin flames are here. We're kind of like the first responders to help anchor in this light, so this light frequency, so that the rest of the world can go through this transformation and ascension themselves. Okay, we're really just here to help. We are the first responders. Yes, we do, Patty. Yes, we do. So if you're just hanging out just to see, you're just curious, you're trolling, whatever, whatnot, whatever, I don't care. Just don't be talking any shit, okay? Anyone that wants to like throw up some negative comments, you can just F off right now. Like, I'm not even gonna do it that way. Fuck off, okay? We don't wanna hear it, all right? We'll shut you down. This is not the place for it. Bye-bye, okay? Awesome. Let's get to the reading, guys. I'm not going to be watching the chat, okay, as long as I'm doing the reading. So please chat amongst yourselves if you like. I'm going to do the reading, and then we'll have like a moment where we can kiki and ask questions and talk about the reading afterwards. Yeah. So we're doing the mirror reading. Divine Masculine's deck is on the left. Divine Feminine's deck is on the right. I will be pulling Lightworker Oracle deck, and my attention was drawn to the Whispers of Love. So I'm doing, okay, so I'm doing the Tarot is first, then the Animal Spirit deck, and then the Light Worker, and then I'm going to just pull some extra messages from the Whispers of Love. My attention was drawn to that, so I'm going to go with it, okay? All right, guys. Whew. Let's get into this, shall we? Take a deep breath. Everybody settle in. Let's just connect. Hi, Spirit. Please make me a clear channel for the Twin Flame Collective. Please bring forward the best messages for the Twin Flame Collective at this time to serve the highest good of all involved. Please give us an accurate representation of the energies of the Divine Masculine Collective, represented by the deck on the left, and the energies of the Divine Feminine Collective, represented by the deck on the right. And please show us how they are integrating, interacting, and mirroring each other, both physically, energetically, and as divine twin flames. All right. Thank you, Spirit. I'm going to start shuffling the Divine Masculine deck, but I'm really seeing a lot of purple here. And that's for the whole collective. Divine Wisdom, Crown Chakra activations. I know I personally have been going through a conscious third eye activation. And it's been really interesting. But as a result, yeah, and I went through a crown chakra activation not too long ago, but I really feel like the full collective, including the Divine Masculine, I did a personal reading not too long ago, like a few days ago, and the Divine Masculine in that situation was going through a root chakra activation, and the Divine Feminine was going through the crown chakra. I really feel like all of us right now are dealing with, if you're not dealing with a crown chakra third eye activation, you're getting a lot of downloads, okay? And there are a lot of waves that are coming through. I mean, there are moments where my ears will start ringing because a wave is moving through, and I've had these situations. I've had these situations where I felt like I was kind of like dropping back into my body, or my head got spacey for like a split second. It's kind of weird. But yeah, those are all activations. This is the change happening, guys. Change is happening. Divine Masculine, I'm seeing yellow for you right now. You're very focused. You're driven. You have some goals in mind, and you're not really about to let anyone stop you. We've got flyers here. Okay. All right, so for the Divine Masculine Collective, you've got some flyers here, and I'm going to read them this way. And it's interesting because you have the Six of Wands in reverse here. You've got the Page of Cups, and you have the Moon. Now, the Six of Wands and the Page of Cups are reversed. And what I'm getting here, the Page of Cups, what I'm getting with the Page of Cups is talking about an apology. There could be some in the Divine Masculine Collective who want to now, okay, an apology, like I've been hearing, I'm sorry so much from the Divine Masculine lately. So there are some of you, some Divine Masculines out there that probably really want to reach out. You might not be reaching out right now because you feel like you might fail with the Six of Wands in reverse. But what the Moon is saying here is that's just a fear. Okay, that's just fear. That's just your ego getting in the way. You're encouraged to listen to your intuition to see how you can actively go about this. Now, there could be some of you out there who do want to make an apology, but you're keeping that hidden with the Moon. But I'm really getting a sense of fear here with the Moon in this situation. Yeah, look, the Eight of Wands wanted to pop out. There's communication here, guys, okay? There are also some of you where in this situation where you might have had a situation where your Divine Masculine or you as a Divine Masculine attempted to make amends in some way, but it didn't. With the Six of Wands, it may not have turned out exactly as one may have hoped. less than what you had desired. Yeah. And what the moon is saying with that is it's really not all what it seems. Don't worry about that so much. The Six of Wands in reverse definitely talks about a blessing in disguise. For me personally, that's how I read it pretty often. So even if you didn't receive an apology, or you didn't have it, you guys didn't reconcile, or you did reconcile in some way, but it wasn't quite the reconciliation you were looking for, don't worry about it, because even though the Six of Wands in reverse does talk about failure sometimes, this also to me is speaking of a blessing in disguise, and it's only going to lead to things turning out better in the future. Why? Because the moon is also saying to me, what's done in the dark always comes to the light. Okay, so don't focus on anything other than the present moment. Just keep moving along. Follow your heart, follow your intuition, do what you have to do to stay on your path, respectively, to do what it is you need to do to continue to grow and to heal. Use the moment if it's triggering you in some way, use that. Any sort of triggers, guys, take advantage of them, because those are just ways of healing. Okay, those are ways that you know now something that needs to be healed. So work on it. Okay. All right, cool. One more shuffle for the Divine Masculine. I'm really seeing yellow for you. So there, and yellow is saying to me right now, it's saying communication. Okay. I feel like the Divine Masculine really wants to communicate in some way. I don't know how he plans on doing that. The moon is really clouding things there, but all they want us to know is right now is that they do in fact want to communicate, and they're looking for ways to do so. Okay. All right, cool. Let's get into the Divine Feminine collective. The Divine Feminine, I'm seeing purple for you guys, for us really. And that's just been straight up consistent. And pink, okay? Divine Feminine, you are still in this space of love, of holding unconditional love. Yep, you see my feather keeps falling. There's that confirmation. It really, and it's funny because what I'm feeling right now for the Divine Feminine collective, it really doesn't matter what your Divine Masculine is doing. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter, because you're in this high vibrational space of holding unconditional love, and that also means that you're holding that for yourself too. So I saw somebody said that they just want someone else to come into their lives, and that's happening. That's happening for a lot of the Divine Feminines out there. And that's been coming out in a lot of the readings. I know that came out in Betsy's reading, Fearless Intuition. If you guys don't know about her, check her out. She's a very, very dear friend of mine. We are absolutely soul family. She's fantastic. I love her to pieces. Oh, look at that. Look, Six of Wands is on the bottom of the deck here for the Divine Feminine after this shuffle. That's a good thing. Divine Feminine, victory is at hand here. That's really saying to me that the universe, everything. Ooh. Okay. Okay. This is weird, guys. This is weird. I don't normally read this way, but I'm going to go with it. All right. So here's the deal. We've got flyers, Divine Feminine. You've got the Queen of Cups, you've got the Five of Wands, you've got the Six of Swords, you've got the Queen of Wands, you've got the Six of Wands. Okay, what does all this mean? Queen of Cups, this is that unconditionally loving energy. Okay, this is you standing in your emotional power, standing in your emotional authority, all right, and just holding your space of love and compassion for the world out there. This is very much Cancer energy, okay? And then here you are as the Divine Feminine with the Queen of Wands, okay? You're standing in your power, you're standing in your strength, you're standing in your self-worth, your knowledge, your growth, all of the growth. You're very much aware of all of the growth that you have experienced in your life with the Six of Wands, but up recently, like all throughout this time that you've been on this journey, you're very, very much aware of the the growth that has gone on. You've got the Five of Wands here. This is conflict, both inner and outer, but I really feel like, especially with the Six of Swords here, this is mostly outer conflict. This is competition. This is petty arguments, pettiness, childishness is what I'm picking up also from this Five of Wands here. And what I'm getting in the storyline here, the Five of Wands and the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is very much aware of the Five of Wands energy and is like, no way, I'm out of here. I don't want to be a part of the drama. I'm getting somewhat of a Queen of Swords energy, but it's not that, only because, and what I'm getting that because of the necessity or the desire to move away from drama, to move away from rocky waters, to move into smoother waters, okay? So that's where to leave drama behind is where I'm getting the Queen of Swords energy, but it's not as detached as the Queen of Swords because it's the Queen of Cups, okay? So it's very emotionally intact, emotionally aware. And it's because of that emotional awareness that, and also what I'm getting from the Queen of Wands, it's self-love too. So like, if you're like, for me, I reconciled, me and my twin, we reconciled, blah, blah, blah. It wasn't exactly what I expected. There was a lot I needed to say in relation to the situation, but because of the circumstances, it was not the time or place for it. I don't know if I'll ever really be able to iron that out, whatever. But, so, okay, there's that Five of Wands energy. 144 viewers, hey, love it. There's that Five of Wands energy, okay? The conflict, but you know what? It's like, whatever, screw it. I'm not even going to entertain it. I'm just going to move forward to calmer waters. I'm going to take myself where I know I will be safe and healthy and protected, away from the drama, away from the pettiness, away from the competition, anything like that. And ultimately, victory will be at hand. Ultimately, that's a victory, okay? So that's the Six of Wands. So I'm saying that, I'm giving you guys that example from my personal life to put it more into perspective of what this is saying. And all of this is happening because of the self-worth that you have acquired, that you have achieved, that that you're becoming aware of, okay? Many of you are still in the process of accepting, integrating this self-awareness, self-love. So it relates with you in that way. That's what this Five of Wands energy is. This is you coming out of that self-defeating. It's not as bad as the Five of Swords. It's not as destructive, but it's still chaotic and conflicting, okay? So that's you moving away from this, okay? Moving away from that kind of energy with the Six of Swords and holding your emotional value, your emotional awareness, your intuitive nature, your psychic nature, and holding your divine power, okay? All right, cool. That's powerful. That's really deep. It's really, really deep. Okay, Divine Feminine, I'm going to get a few more shuffles for you, and then we're going to get into the spread. Divine Feminine energies. Now, keep in mind, here's an example of how I'm actually resonating with both the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine energies, because the Divine Masculine in me, it's like, well, shit, that really didn't go exactly as I planned. There's still more we need to communicate about, and I want to communicate about it, but I don't think that's a good idea right now. I don't see a way that we can do that right now. And the Divine Feminine energies in me are within me are like, okay, that's fine. Let's just move forward on the journey and let it happen as it will happen. The Divine Masculine in me is like, yeah, all right, that sounds good. So there's another example of how, for me personally, from my experience personally, that's how I'm resonating with both sides of the equation, okay? Just to put that into a little bit of perspective for you. Last shuffle for whoops, the Divine Feminine. That's good. And let's get into the spread here, guys. All right, Divine Feminine, you are first. I'm sorry, give me just a second, guys. I gotta blow my nose. I know this is so rude. Oh my God. Oh my God. My sinuses have been bothering me. Oh, excuse me. That's gross. Okay. Sorry, guys. Let's get into this. Divine Feminine, you've got the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. So Divine Feminine is very much, Aries, you didn't miss much. We're just starting. Well, you missed the flyers, but that's okay. Sorry, guys. I'm not supposed to be looking at the chat. Ten of Pentacles for the Divine Feminine. The Divine Feminine is very much in a place of building prosperity, okay? Very much focused on what she needs, or he. Keep in mind that these are just energies, not gender. I haven't said that in a while. I feel like I should right now. When I say he or she, I'm just speaking to the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine, respectively. It does not speak to physical gender, okay? I am male in gender, but I am of the Divine Feminine collective. So there's that. Divine Feminine energies, you are very much focused on your pentacles, on self-worth, but also on what you need to do to make sure you have your ducks in a row to get your family life together, to be prepared for this family that you seek with the Ten of Pentacles here, okay? And that's excellent. That's a very good vibrational space to be in. You've got the Two of Swords here, got the Two of Swords, and you've got the Three of Cups. Underneath the deck, underneath all of that, you've got the Four of Cups, okay? So this is challenging energy here, all right? So funny, because what I'm seeing here, I'm seeing there's stalemate energy with the Two of Swords, indecisiveness, closed off, okay? Being closed off, being a little blocked, a little guarded. Three of Cups, what I'm getting with the Three of Cups right now is talking about reconciliation. It's talking about, I'm seeing social settings. Right. So what I'm getting here with this overall energy for the Divine Feminine right now, the Four of Cups here is an offer. Okay, it's an extension. I'm feeling like it's an olive branch being extended, or the possibility of an olive branch being extended. But now this time, the Divine Feminine is the one that's not really too quick to accept it. Why? And the olive branch here is represented also by the Three of Cups, okay, which is coming across as an apology, as some sort of reconciliation, blah, blah, blah. But the Divine Feminine is not so quick to take that on with the Two of Swords. Why? Because she is focused here with the Ten of Pentacles. What I'm hearing is a lot of Divine Feminines right now are saying, I am too grown to accept any sort of wishy-washy offer. No, absolutely not. This is where the Divine Feminine is focused. Ten of Pentacles, the family, the home, the security, the abundance, the children, making sure the children, the pets, the whatever, the grandparents, like making sure that everybody, that she has done her part to lay her foundation, to have her strength and abundance ready to go for her family, okay? So she's not gonna take any bullshit offers. I'm just gonna lay it out there. She's not taking any bullshit offers. Any bullshit that like a minuscule attempts at hashing it out, squashing anything, this, that, no. So it's not like the Divine Feminine energies or collective is not willing to accept any sort of reconciliation, but she's going to think long and hard about it before anything really takes off, okay? This is not the energy of unrequited love. This is more the energy of making sure that someone it honors what they're really means what they say. There could be some unrequited love here for some of us, because the divine is saying to me, no, that's not true, Eric. There are some out there. Yes, there are some out there where you're still kind of in the energy of, well, we went through a lot and I've really been hurt in this situation. So I honestly don't even think I want anything to do with you anymore. That's just a natural part of the fate of the process. That's also the ego kind of being a little too forward. But I'm getting, for the most part, from the Four of Cups, is that this is not a game. Okay, this is not a game. So before anything is truly accepted, but we need to make sure, or it needs to be proven, it needs to be understood that someone really means what they say. Okay, point blank, period. All right, first set of current energies for the Divine Feminine Collective, we've got Eight of Swords. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. See, now here, this is kind of talking about the ego. What I'm getting is the ego, because a lot of what's trapping us right now is our egos flaring and making things out to be not necessarily what they are, okay? And so that's this energy here also of being, of like not necessarily taking anything for face value, but really like taking things for like with a grain of salt, not necessarily just diving right back in. But what we need, and this is a healthy space to be in. I do want to mention that this is a healthy space to be in. I'm not just, you know, taking the first thing that comes at you and running with it. No, just making sure that you really mean what you say before we really go any further. Now, what the universe is saying with the Eight of Swords so far, because we got to get to the clarifier, but what the universe is saying so far is that don't take it too far. Don't allow your ego to really get in your way and really kind of destroy things before they even have a chance to progress, okay? Maintain your healthy boundary, they just said, but just don't take it too far with the ego. Eight of Swords is coupled with the, wow, the Ace of Pentacles. Look at that, guys. Do I take this offer? Do I not take this offer? Is it legit? Does he really mean what he says? Does she really mean what she says? Like, what's going on here? I don't think I can trust this. Be careful, okay? It is healthy. Yes, it is healthy to have a small amount of doubt, a little bit of skepticism, but when you're questioning too much, when you're being a little too paranoid, that's what the Eight of Swords is saying to me here, paranoia, because there is a new start here. Okay, there is a new start. Just don't allow the past. What they're also saying is don't allow the past to derail things before it can even really start having any momentum. Make sense? Okay. Second set of current energies, we have Seven of Pentacles. Okay, reaping what we've sown is what I just heard. A lot of us have done some really, really great work. Okay, and so now it's time for the harvest. We literally just came out of Virgo season, in which there was a massive harvest going on. We're now in Libra season. So there are actively, just by us being in Libra season, and I think that's what the Three of Cups is referring to here, there are going to be a lot of reconciliations. There's going to be a lot of, you know, reconnecting, enjoying time with friends, being social, that kind of thing. So that's a lot of the fruits of our labor that we're now able to experience with the Seven of Pentacles here. That's coupled with, woo, the Five of Pentacles. Okay. All right. So there are some divine feminines out there who are feeling left out in the cold, or there are others out in the collective that are saying, that are looking into why they feel like they were left out in the cold, or why they may want to leave someone else out in the cold, okay? It's more, and what I'm really getting from this energy is, especially with this focus being on the Ten of Pentacles, with this focus being on understanding your emotional value, understanding your self-worth, you are probably choosing to leave someone out in the cold to a certain extent, keep somebody at arm's length, because you're not willing to allow them to just rush back in like everything's okay. Because look, we may be able to forgive, but we are damn sure not going to forget what happened. And neither should the divine masculine, okay? I'm not trying to say that the divine feminine is all peachy keen. Like, we ain't no saints a lot of the time. We're all human, all right? We all make mistakes. We've all done some things that are probably a bit questionable. But at the same time, what the divine feminine is going through right now is understanding her self-worth and not putting herself in a position to be left out in the cold again, to feel like you are left out in the cold again. Not going to happen, okay? So that's where a lot of this Two of Swords energy, this closed off, this stalemate energy is coming from, okay? All right, cool. Current challenge for the divine feminine. Union with the Four of Wands. It's so funny because we have two cards in your spread, divine feminine, for union. We have the Three of Cups, which is more union in the reconciliation sense. And then the Four of Wands, which is that actual union. This is the actual family. This is the home. This is the stability, okay? This is rebuilding the foundation. So the challenge the divine feminine is facing right now, at least for those of us in the collective that I'm channeling for in this moment, the challenge is rebuilding this foundation, okay? Fortifying it also, making sure that it's as fortified as possible. Okay, Four of Wands is coupled with the Chariot, guys. All right, so I'm picking up more Cancer energy from the Chariot, which Cancer is very much a family-oriented sign. Okay, Cancer is my moon sign, and I am very much a family man. Like, I want nothing more than to have a family with kids, a husband, you know, dogs, cats, birds, ferrets, whatever, like the whole 9 yards. Like, I'm down for it. I want to have a family, and so that's the Cancer energy that I'm picking up here. The challenge for the divine feminine is moving in that direction, but not. I want to also say not moving too fast. The divine feminine really doesn't want to move too fast at this point, where she might have been very much like in the past, she might have just been full speed ahead. Let's do this. At this point, we've gone through too much to really allow that to happen. Okay, we've grown too much. We're too grown. Remember, I told you, I was hearing the divine feminine say we are too grown, okay, for any of that bullshit. Well, here it is in the challenge right here. The challenge is not only not moving too quickly, but also just moving towards union, okay? Really drumming up the momentum to get back on that, I want to say, express path towards union. So, yeah, that is very challenging, especially with this Two of Swords energy and the Eight of Swords energy. It's like, well, yeah, I want union, but do I want it with my divine masculine, or am I actively generating this union somewhere else? That's a question that's being asked too. Okay, in that sense, I say follow your heart. Excuse me, follow the guidance from the universe. Follow your inner guidance. Do you. Okay, don't allow anybody else to tell you what to do, how to handle the situation. Okay, that is your choice. And understand that there is no twin flame Bible. There is no one way of doing this. Like I say, when it comes to spirituality versus religion, there are as many. Religion is a stepping stone towards ultimate spirituality, and there are as many ways to God. There are as many paths to God, to Source, Universe, whatever, to union with Source. To unity consciousness as there are individuals on this planet. So there are, in that same sense, when it comes to twin flames and reaching union, there are as many paths to union as there are sets of twins on the planet. Okay, so please do not allow anyone else to tell you how to go about your journey. So that's also the challenge here. Moving on your journey towards union in your way, not in the way someone else tells you. Okay. All right, cool. Upcoming energies for the divine feminine. We have, guys, I swear to God, the first thing I thought was watch like the King of Cups come out here. There's some sort of energy of some sort of romance coming for the divine feminine. Number one, because it's been coming out in a lot of different readings. But number two, because I was just picking up on it, and here we go. The Two of Cups. Okay, the Two of Cups is coupled with, wow, it's not the King of Cups, guys, it's the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles. Now, I am going to read this very much in the way that I would if the Queen of Pentacles came out. This very much could be a soulmate or a karmic partner. Not gonna lie, just gonna throw that shit out there. Okay, there are many of us in the Divine Feminine Collective who have reached, especially with the Queen of Wands that came out and that self-worth I was talking about. We have come to a position where it's like, look, I know my self-worth. I know I'm a catch. I know I'm worthy of having someone that truly loves me, is willing to show me that they love me, is willing to walk down that path with me. I don't have to stand here begging and pleading for someone that I'm being told by my higher self, by the universe, is my twin flame, but doesn't necessarily want to give me the time of day. And that's not anything to the divine masculine, okay? Because divine masculine, you could be resonating with this part of the situation because of your inner divine feminine energies, okay? Just because for the most part, the divine feminine is the quote chaser in the situation doesn't mean the roles can't be reversed. Okay, there are many situations where the masculine is actually the chaser and the feminine is the runner, all right? But this is a matter of understanding your self-worth and knowing that you're worthy of having love. And there is someone coming forward very much so within the physical realm, that is willing to reciprocate. Okay? So there's that, guys. And it's so funny because this came out in Betsy's reading for the week. If you guys haven't seen her weekly reading for the twin flames, I would totally go out and check it out. See, look, Betsy, we're all on the same page. And it's so funny. I know you're not here. You're going to watch later. But it's so funny because you even mentioned that there are many different readers that are saying there is new love coming through. And there's nothing wrong with that. The thing about connecting with soulmates or karmic partners, a lot of the time, that is beneficial. So it's just like with the divine masculine, with their karmic partners or their soulmates. And we've been saying to you divine feminines, take it as a blessing, because the divine masculine in those situations are working through things, maybe potentially working through baggage that you don't want to have to deal with yourself. So allow them to have this karmic partner or this soulmate relationship, which is most likely part of the contract anyway, because the universe was just reminding me of that soul contracts. Anybody that comes forward that is not necessarily your twin flame, that you have a partnership, a romantic relationship with, this doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, guys. This could also be a business partnership with the King of Pentacles here, okay? And a business partner could very well be a soulmate. Just putting that out there. But ultimately, it's absolutely, if this is something that, flows, it's effortless, it comes forward and it just happens, this is another facet to the soul contract that you made with not only your twin flame, but other individuals in this world. Okay? Okay, so there's that. Let's get into the divine masculine energies. Overall, we're starting with the 8 of Pentacles. All right, divine masculine. So y'all are doing some work. You, just like the divine feminine, are very much focused on your finances, your stability. You guys might, I'm not so sure you're focused in a family sense. I think you're more focused on your own personal stability for the most part. But there are, I want to say, tons of you out there that are also focused on family. So you might be in this sense of doing a lot of work. So the divine feminine is manifesting energetically, okay, this situation for family and home stability. The divine masculine is manifesting through doing a lot of physical work, okay? You may also, divine masculine, you may also be drowning yourself. Yeah. Oh goodness. I was literally just about to say it. You're immersing yourself in work because you've got all these burdens that you're kind of trying to hide from with the 10 of Wands here. Okay. Still carrying all those burdens, divine masculine. Ooh, look at this, you guys. We've got the 6 of Wands for the divine masculine. Excellent. 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 And underneath all of that, we've got Temperance. So the first thing I want to say to the Divine Feminine Collective, patience, ladies and gentlemen. The Divine Masculine has a lot to deal with, has a lot of work to do, okay? And that's why they are so immersed in this 8 of Pentacles energy, all right? Divine Masculine, you're pulling a heavy load here. I'm picking up energies with the 10 of Wands here. You still have a lot of burdens or responsibilities connected to people in your life, family situations, work obligations, contracts that you may have gotten into, agreements that you may have gotten into. I'm still getting people pleaser energy with this 10 of Wands and the 8 of Pentacles. But what I'm also getting with the 6 of Wands here, through all of that, you are going to be very successful. Whatever you are putting all of your time, attention, and effort into, you are going to be successful. Okay, you will be recognized for your efforts. Okay, at the very least, you will be recognized for your efforts. Now, the question still stands, though: what to do about all these burdens with the 10 of Wands here? And I'm hearing have patience, because with Temperance at the bottom of the deck here, everything is working out. Okay, everything is actively working out very, very well. I'm getting an energy of the universe is doing a lot of work on the divine masculine's behalf in the background to really help facilitate the release of these burdens, okay? But also, divine masculine, you just may feel overwhelmed. The 10 of Wands energy is probably overwhelmment with maybe all the work you're having to do in your life right now, or just everything that's going on, the ascension process, probably, that kind of thing, okay? Your current energies, first set of current energies for the divine masculine, the Wheel of Fortune, all right? So fortune is on your side. The wheel is turning in your favor, divine masculine. This is a good thing. This is a very good thing. These are cycles coming to an end also. The changing of the seasons. Fall. I mean, we just entered fall in the United States. And I really feel like this season is actually going to be very good. I'm hearing fall is going to be a very good time for unions, both astrally and physically. It's a time of reconciliation, I'm hearing. Now, union doesn't mean that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be in a full-blown relationship. It could just be reconciliation, starting with reconciliation that allows you guys to build from the ground up from there, okay? The Wheel of Fortune is coupled with, death, transformation, yes. So what I was also getting is that fall is going to be, and this is why fall is going to be a good time for union or reconciliation, because it's going to facilitate a deep transformation within the divine masculine. The divine masculine is going to be much more willing to communicate, probably, most likely because of this transformation that's going on throughout the fall, okay? Second set of current energies, we've got, there's the mirroring, 8 of Swords, okay? The the 8 of Swords is coupled with, what are you up in your head about, divine masculine? Judgment, ascension. I'm really getting an energy of understanding why things have played out the way they have. I really feel like right now, divine masculine, you are really hearing the call. You're hearing what the universe has to say to you. You're hearing what the universe has been trying to say to you for quite some time now. In most cases, you're surrendering to it. In other cases, it's come to a point where you can't really avoid it. And that's just making you feel trapped even more, unfortunately. But that's really only because of your resistance. That's because of the resistance you're putting into the situation. It's a situation like, you know, that Chinese finger trap? You put your finger in there, and the more you try and resist and like pull it out, the tighter and tighter it gets. But if you just relax, push it together, and slip your fingers out, you're good. That's kind of where you need to be right now. You really just need to relax and go with the flow. Allow the change to happen. Allow the transformation to happen. Listen to what the universe is saying to you, what the universe is trying to explain to you, trying to get you to understand about the situation that you've been going through, about what you've been experiencing, about why things have been happening the way they have been happening, okay? Ultimately, you still have the 6 of Wands here. So even if you're fearful of this transformation, you still have the chance at victory, all right? Victory is assured, is what I'm hearing. It's a pretty bold statement, universe. Yes, it sure is. We make them often. Thanks, universe. I appreciate it. Okay, current challenge for the divine masculine. We've got, you guys, the Chariot. Look, it's in the same space, guys. Divine feminine, you've got the Chariot. Divine masculine, you've got the Chariot. The Chariot is coupled with the 7 of Cups. Okay, so for you, divine masculine, your challenge right now is figuring out how to move forward. Getting past all of the illusions also that keep you from moving forward. Okay, but this is, to me, what I'm seeing in the 7 of Cups is options towards reconciliation. Ways that you guys can reconnect and start to build again from the ground up, all right? That's your current challenge, figuring out how you're going to move forward. Your upcoming energies, divine masculine, you've got Ace of Swords, truth, honesty, integrity. You may also have an epiphany, an aha moment. You may find the solution to this 7 of Cups here that you're currently faced with, the illusion. You'll be able to cut through all the illusion, cut to the best way forward. That's excellent. Ace of Swords is coupled with, there's that King of Cups. There's that King of Cups, guys. You remember when I was saying to you about in the Divine Feminine, I was like, I watched the King of Cups come out here. Well, no, it didn't come out for the Divine Feminine. It came out for the Divine Masculine. Okay, so look. Oh boy. I'm just gonna throw this out here, guys, because this is what I'm getting right now from the situation. Those of us in the Divine Feminine Collective that are connecting with soulmates, karmic partners, or whatnot, I have a feeling that's going to drive the Divine Masculine towards some sort of epiphany, some sort of aha moment. And he's probably going to realize, oh shit, my Queen of Cups is wrapped up with a King of Pentacles. What do I do now? There's the aha moment. I'm getting really hot right now. Really, I'm starting to sweat. Because this is a serious message. I don't really know what else the universe is saying there's really nothing else to say about that. You got the message across quite clearly. Good Lord. Okay. All right. I'm going to leave it there. Let's get into the Animal Spirit deck here, guys. Just a second. Lordy. All right, here we go. For the Twin Flames, starting with oh, sorry guys, hold on. For the Divine Masculine, you see my yoga mat back there? Don't mind the mess of my room. Okay, for the Divine Masculine, please, Spirit, here we go. Divine Masculine. Divine Masculine. Ooh, Crow. And this one too. Okay. Lamb again and Crow. And Crow did come out in the reverse. We'll see how that resonates. Okay. Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine. Here we go. All right, Divine Feminine. Phoenix. Yeah. Okay. All right. I see you, Divine Feminine. Okay. All right. The shadow dynamic of the relationship. Shadow dynamic. Shadow. There we go. Earthworm. Okay. Excellent. Building from the ground up. That's a good thing. And for the illuminated dynamic. Whoa. Okay. Here we go. Oyster. Excellent. Excellent, guys. This is really, really good. All right. So for the Divine Masculine, we have Lamb. And I feel like this came out last week, didn't it, guys? I believe it did. Give me just a second here. Lamb. All right. Peaceful, prophetic, patient. The Lamb is the bearer of an important message. Its contents can only be heard when a deep level of quiet has been established. Lamb energy is the honest guidance you hear from an old friend, a young child, or sometimes a surprising stranger. Though the Lamb's message may channel through another person, the wisdom resonates within you. It will repeat and reverberate until you listen. Approach this gentle creature with utmost patience and reverence. Truth is a gift. Sit still, listen, and receive. When in balance, Lamb has inner knowing and inner peace. When out of balance, Lamb is quiet, timid, and concerned. To bring into balance, one must practice some meditation and straight up listening. Yeah? Okay, great. Second card for the Divine Masculine, you got Crow. Crows are one of my favorites. Crows and ravens are one of my favorite birds. They're heavily, heavily misunderstood. But that's okay. Crow. Here we go. Spiritually strong, creative, and watchful. The crow has long been a symbol of magic. A crow personality is drawn to the supernatural and has a gift for seeing the unseen, knowing the unknown. It is said that the crow holds within its mind's eye the three realities: past, present, and future. Crow energy is potent and should only be tapped into when the mind is clear. Those with crow tendencies must balance their lives with a healthy diet, joyful friends, and regular self-study. When in balance, crow is psychic, strong, and clear. When out of balance, crow is ungrounded and hypersensitive. To bring into balance, one must practice daily meditation. Now, crow did come out in the reverse, and what I'm picking up from that is divine masculine energies. You are learning from crow energy, and that's where lamb comes into play, because lamb is about sitting back and listening, okay? And so I really feel like you're in a process, divine masculine, of pulling back and learning about the deeper secrets that the universe has to offer, okay? That's where temperance and judgment comes into play, okay? Because you're learning about the deeper secrets right now, and so it's kind of throwing you for a loop, especially since you got that with the Eight of Swords here, yeah? Okay, divine feminine, you've got Phoenix, honey. Transformation, like, whoa, y'all. Okay. Phoenix. Freedom from suffering and past karma. Reincarnation. The Phoenix represents the transformation of our past. It doesn't mean running from it, denying it, or, quote, burning bridges with rage. The Phoenix employs an advanced technique described in yoga as the burning of impurities through practice and dedication, tapas. The essence of the Phoenix is with us when we realize we have been suffering too long and something must change. We take a stand and decide to live consciously instead of being driven by the unconscious mind and its long list of fears and aversions. At that very moment, the spark of the Phoenix is lit, and the great bird helps us burn through our baggage. We no longer run from who we are, what has happened to us, or what we have done. The, quote, stuckness and, quote, dead weight fall into the ashes, and a lightness and clarity emerge. As the stagnancy continues to smolder, the Phoenix lifts our spirits up, and we begin to recognize ourselves again. We may catch a glimmer in our eye that wasn't there before. Look closely. It is a sign of fire transformation. Look closely. It is a sign the fire of transformation is upon your wings. The Phoenix and the first chakra. The ancient yogis believed that our heaviest karmas reside in the first chakra. This earthen center is also called Muladhara, or our root chakra. Muladhara. The ascent of the Phoenix begins here, and as the entanglement of karmas is slowly burned, it rises from the ash toward the navel center. Again and again, it makes this journey from first to third chakra, purifying our essence, freeing us from the past. And that makes perfect sense. That absolutely resonates, at least for me. Like, I've definitely gone through a transformation, and I wasn't the same person before, but now, even just in this journey alone, especially with the energies coming through here, where most of the divine feminines are consciously focused right now, we have gone through a sort of a major transformation. We have become more of ourselves than we were before, and in a much healthier way. And it's really fantastic, divine feminine. I love it. So that's really quite on point right there. Oh, if I do say so myself. Okay, the shadow dynamic of the relationship is earthworm. Again, I'm hearing building from the ground up, and this is a good thing, guys. Earthworm, shy, hesitant, reluctant to share inner vision. We have all felt the woes of the earthworm at some point along the way. The earthworm indicates a newbie or novice working to establish confidence in a new field. Others around you may seem wise and experienced, but it's important to remember they once felt earthworm energy too. This card is a reminder not to be intimidated or lose hope. Mastery takes time, and you're on the right track. Besides, rumor has it, a beginner's mind offers the most valuable insights. When in balance, earthworm is earnest, intelligent, and valuable. When out of balance, earthworm is self-conscious and apprehensive. To bring into balance, one must speak up or risk embarrassment. Word. Exactly. Building from the ground up. I love it. I love it. All right, finally, the illuminated dynamic is oyster. Give me a second here, guys. Boop. There we go. Earthworm. Not earthworm. Oyster. Oyster. Patient. Secret keeper. Hiding inner treasures. The focus and determination of the oyster is unmatched. Anything an oyster personality puts their mind to, they achieve with grace and charm. The only problem is, oyster types often take their inner gifts for granted. They become shy or doubtful, and this can lead to withdrawing or protecting their deepest desires and life's work. When the oyster card appears, it's important to reveal your inner treasures. What is it you've been hesitant to share? The world is waiting to see. When in balance, oyster feels blessed, generous, and masterful. When out of balance, oyster is reluctant, griping, and, quote, clams up. To bring into balance, one must share something. There we go. All right. So next, I want to get one message from the Lightworker Oracle, and then we're going to close out the reading with the Whispers of Love. Yeah? All right, guys. Oh, well, there's our message. Oh, give it to me. All right, card number 24, initiation by air. Excellent. This one. All right, initiation by air, card number 24. Here we go. I think we got this one in the past. Was it last week? Maybe it was last week. I don't remember. Do you guys remember? Was it last week? Did we get this card last week? I don't remember. Anyway, doesn't matter. Initiation by air. You have a strong and powerful mind. The mind can be a great asset. It can bring comfort, peace, and strength as you take your spiritual journey. It can also be a destructive force, undermining your power, making you doubt your own heart and keeping you trapped in fear. The mind, developed without a loving spiritual practice, can be a frightening weapon rather than a liberating sword. How will you choose to use your mind power? I don't think it was last week either. I think it was a personal reading that I did that it came out. So this is another message from the universe to really work on keeping your ego in check. Do not allow it to just run amok. Yeah, that's not going to help. It's really not going to help. Instead of focusing on fear, instead of focusing on things that are less than desirable, focus more on what it is you truly desire. And don't even put a specific face or name to the situation. Just focus on what you wish to have in your life, what you wish to achieve in your life, the type of relationships that you want to experience in your life, the type of experiences that you want to have in your life. Just focus on the energy of that and allow the universe to bring that towards you. Don't waste your time on negativity, on fear, on being reactive, trying to one-up someone, trying to get someone back, and that like Five of Swords energy. Don't focus there. Focus on what it is you truly desire. Okay. Excellent. So now I just want to close out the reading with some whispers of love, and I feel like there are 3 messages that want to come out for this. Okay. One more shuffle. Alrighty. Here we go, guys. 3 messages, please, Spirit, for the Twin Flame Collective to close out this reading. This one. 2 more, please, Spirit. Oh boy. Okay, well, we got 4. We got a bonus here. All right. So I'm going to read the first one that jumped out. Appreciate this moment. Each and every situation has an opportunity to grow and find love. So be present, ladies and gentlemen. Be in the moment. Yes, not in the past, not in the future, right here, right now. If you want to be in the future in the sense of you are actively working on identifying what it is you want to experience going down the road, great, but still stay in the present moment. What does that mean? Being in the present moment is saying, okay, I know I want to go there and I want to experience that kind of situation. In the present moment, what do I have to do right now to get myself there? That's what that being in the present moment means in that sense, okay? This is also asking for us to really work on being grateful, to hold a sense of gratitude for God, source, creator, for giving us these lives and these experiences, this opportunity to have this life to begin with, whether we find it difficult, God said shitty or not. Yes, God did just say that. But be grateful for it, because ultimately we are growing, we are healing, we are learning, we are becoming better versions of ourselves than we were in the past, okay? Let's work on that. All right. Other messages we have: love who you are. You are a divine and wonderful person, deserving of all the wonderful things that life has to offer. We have practice compassion, see things from a different perspective. And finally, oh boy, we have true love. This love is a once in a lifetime love. Good Lord. That last card is throwing me for a loop, you guys. I'm not. Oh my God, Patty, did you really? I'm not sure how to. There are multiple ways that this card can be taken right now. That true love card. But the main thing I'm getting from this is, yes, there are some soulmate partnerships that are coming into play here, and that absolutely can be a very loving relationship. But this is more speaking of the true love between twins. But it's weird. It's a weird message, because what I'm getting here is, yes, we do truly love each other. Okay, that is a true love connection. The soulmate connection can very well be a true love connection too. But ultimately, this is a true love, a real true love connection between the twins. But that also means that if you truly love somebody, you will let them go. And you will allow them to go and let them do what it is they need to do for their life, for their fulfillment, to do what it is that makes them happy, okay? So this is either the divine masculine or the divine feminine, recognizing that they cannot or are not in the energetic space or of the constitution to give their counterpart exactly what it is they want or need in a relationship. And so because we truly love each other, we allow each other, we release each other and allow each other to go forward and get what it is they need in their lives, even if we cannot be the ones to provide that to them at this moment, okay? That is the mixed, it's kind of a mixed message, okay? But that's what true love is saying here, especially in relation to the other cards that came out. One being practice compassion, see things from a different perspective. So see things from a different perspective. Okay, well, I want my twin to be happy. I want to be happy. What does that mean? Well, that means I probably have to let them go right now and let them go find their happiness on their own. That is practicing compassion and seeing things from a different perspective. Instead of holding on to them and saying, no, I want you for myself, because you make me happy, or I want to make you happy. No, it's like, well, actually, I want you to be truly happy, and I want you to find that happiness where it best suits you, where it fits, where it suits your highest good for the moment. Appreciate the moment. How do you find that happiness for yourself in this moment? Being compassionate is recognizing that you probably have to let them go. Detachment, guys. Right? There we go. And someone just said compromise. Miss Gigi, yes, compromise. Absolutely. And then love who you are. You are a divine and wonderful person deserving of all the wonderful things that life has to offer. So this is being there for yourself too. Well, I want to be happy, so I'm going to love who I am and I'm going to go after what it is that is going to make me happy in the moment. I'm not like we're not talking like toxic shit. We're talking what is going to fulfill you, what is going to serve your highest good in this moment in time. And because we have come, many of us in the Divine Feminine Collective have come to this period or to this space of complete acceptance, a shit ton of integration within, a lot of union within, maybe not complete union within, but enough union within to understand and recognize that we have every right to connect with a soulmate that will provide us with what we need with what we're looking for in this moment. Does that make that? I mean, and that goes for you, Divine Masculine. It absolutely goes for you too. I mean, this is a general, yeah, see, the feather just fell again, guys. I'm taking that as confirmation. Every time it falls, we're on the right path. We're on the right track, okay? Okay. So there it is, guys. What do we think? Okay, well, Jana, hi, Double D, thank you. So, Jana, I love you too, awake now. I would say go with the flow. Don't focus so much. I mean, I understand the energy of feeling like there's something you're not quite seeing, but don't focus on that so much because you really could miss it even more by trying so hard to see it. I really feel like when you're ready to see it, when you're meant to see it, it will happen, okay? So don't worry about that too much. No worry, Patties. No worries, Patty. But yeah, I mean, I've been kind of in that space too. You know, I don't really know, but at the same time, it's like the universe just said, love yourself, guys. Love yourselves enough to know that you are worthy and deserving of love. And if there is someone else out there that is ready, willing, and able to step up to the plate and do this for you, and it's in alignment with you, your heart and your soul are saying, yes, let's do this, go for it. Don't allow someone else to think about that. Just don't do it. Oh, Melissa, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Exactly, Mammy. Douchey. Douche. I don't know how to, I'm sorry, I don't want to mispronounce your name, but yeah, when they're ready, they know how to find us. They know exactly how to find us. Shannon, it's funny because I really feel like they do. On a certain level, they do want to be with us just as much as we want to be with them. It's just, it's not in alignment. That's literally what the universe just said. It's just not in alignment right now. That's all. Oh, awesome, Tony. I'm so glad. So glad. Excellent, Angela. That's exactly where you need to be right now. So good on you. What's up, Patty? Oh, hey, Secrets of the Citadel. I didn't know you got here. Santibella. That's interesting. It might be too late. It might be, but you know what I really want to say in relation to that, it's too late for the old version of our divine masculines, okay? And if you want to flip it, you can. It's too late for the old version of the divine feminine to get anything out of this situation. At this point, we have come way too far, and we have learned way too much, and we have grown way too much. We are too grown to accept anything from the old versions of ourselves, okay? So that in that sense, yeah, that's what makes it too late. But ultimately, I'm not exactly going to co-sign on its ultimately always just completely 100% too late. I'm reshuffling and love who you are came popping out again. Love who you are, guys. Okay, I'm reading this, Patty. Hold on. I personally, man, I'm not a fan of the lottery. My ex-husband used to play it all the time, and I just think it's a waste of time and money. I would rather, and that's my personal opinion. That is my personal opinion. Please don't take that personally. But I would much rather focus on doing the work that I need to do to create a lasting form of stability instead of focusing on winning the lottery. But see, me being an Aries sun, I mean, I'm very action oriented. I very much want to do things on my own. So I guess you can understand there, but I don't know if I would say, you know, still play. He can play the lottery if he wants. It's just, my personal opinion in that sense is focus on doing the work that you would need to do to build your own stability so that you can do whatever it is you want to do with that stability, you know? That kind of thing. I hope that helps. Yes, Patty. Yes, I would say that is avoidance. Instead of doing the hard work on his own, he's looking for a cop out, basically. It's weird. I mean, he could be, you know, manifesting his own form of lottery. Like, it doesn't have to be, Ascension, the Rainbow Bridge. Woohoo! It doesn't have to be, this could be a message for those of us that felt that rainbow wave that Aluna's been talking about. Anyway, it doesn't have to be actively winning the lottery. If he wants to use the lottery, the term lottery in the sense of like winning some or manifesting some sort of jackpot, okay, that's cool. But if it's like, excuse me, excuse me, if it's like actively like trying to like play the lottery and win it that way, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Oh yeah, no, I'm not down with that, Patty. But I mean, no shade, no judgment. I'm not passing judgment on him. It's just personally, I'm not trying that. No, no, I'm not interested. Okay, so don't mind me, guys. I'm just cleaning up the spread here. Cleaning up the spread. We can chat a little. You're welcome, Patty. Yes, gratefulness is needed. Oh, thank you so much, Dawn. Bless you too. Excellent, Mammy. Excellent. I love that. How do you know if someone is your twin flame or just an obsession? Asks Mulan. Well, start taking your cod liver oil. Thank you, that dude. That one dude. That's funny because I was shuffling this animal spirit deck and fish popped out. And now you're just mentioning cod liver oil. So thanks. I'll take that advice. Okay, so Mulan, how do you know if someone is your twin flame or just an obsession? You need to dive within. You need to analyze the situation internally. You need to ask yourself that question. Is this my twin flame or is this just an obsession? You need to, whether it's your twin flame or not, you need to work on detachment, okay? And instead of focusing so much on this other person, focus more, put that attention more on yourself. A good way of understanding the situation from that point of view is if you are successfully able to detach yourself from this person and then you go on later on down the road, you find that you haven't really been thinking about them as much as anymore, blah, blah, blah. Most likely they weren't your twin flame. However, if you do focus on detachment, and the more you focus on detachment, the more synchronicities you get, the more you're reminded of them, blah, 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 that kind of thing, probably your twin flame. But ultimately, the best way to confirm this is to literally develop the connection between you and your higher self, your fifth dimensional being. The part of you that's actively driving this ship in the three-dimensional world. Four of Wands and the Empress for the Divine Masculine deck. This is something that the Divine Masculine, this is on the Divine Masculine's mind right now. Four of Wands, union with who? The Divine Feminine, the Empress. But also that for the Divine Masculine, that is energy of having a very abundant space. Look, death popped out again. Transformation, having an abundant space to rebuild, to transform, and to grow. Okay. Ultimately, that's going to lead to union with the Divine Feminine. But Mulan, I hope that Mulan, I hope that helped. Simone, I'm not exactly sure what is needed within your birth chart in order to confirm twin flame situations. I mean, I don't know much about, I don't know. I just don't know that part of it right now. Patty, your higher self telling, I don't know about that. Personally, Patty, I think for you, that's your ego trying to tell you that. What do you mean you can't detach, Mulan? Yeah, Patty, I think that's your ego. Why are you unable to detach, Mulan? That seems suspicious to me. Can't get over him. Okay. I feel like I'm gonna go out on a limb here and feel like and say that this might be an obsession. This might be an obsession. I really think you need to do, and this is easier said than done, don't get me wrong. And if you were to successfully complete this, you may very well find that, you know, he might be your twin flame. I'm not necessarily in the place to really confirm that for you. Ultimately, I think the best place or the best person to confirm that is your own self. But you really need to focus, work as hard as you can to remove your attention from him and place it more on yourself. What is it about this person that you just can't let go about? What is it within you that you feel like you're lacking or missing, that you feel that this person fills for you, needs to fill for you, that kind of thing. Focus more on healing yourself. Okay, well, in that case, Mulan, maybe go through, maybe investigate a little bit more, but the message that I'm getting for you is just, you really just need to go within and work with your higher self on this one. Work on healing, work on finding union within, understanding what it is that you are feeling that you're lacking, you know, that you're not able to fulfill or that you need. Does that make sense? Yeah, self-love is what's needed here. The Divine Feminine really wants to move forward. I'm really feeling that energy. Excellent, Mulan. That focus on that. Don't try, maintain your focus in that sense. Six of Wands, Divine Feminine. Maintain your focus on healing yourself, your life, and your soul. That's all you need to do. Okay? Yeah, Four of Swords just popped out. Okay? You need to rest, go within. Take a time out. What are you confused about, Sparkle? Well, we are. Why is this confusing you? I don't understand. Are you leaving us, Mammy? It was good to see you. Please join us again soon. You're so welcome, Mulan. Much love and light to you too. Thank you. You're welcome, Ruby. Right. Now, Sparkle, that does not mean that we're not necessarily moving closer towards union. Like I said, there could be some soul contracts that were made for learning purposes, whether that be, and it's most likely going to be on both parties, on the side of both parties, you know. But ultimately, also, being with a karmic or a soulmate could help us heal and remove baggages that we don't want coming in and affecting the union between the true twins. So just because there are some that are being guided to move towards a soulmate partnership doesn't necessarily mean we're not coming closer to union. Okay, see, look. All right, guys, look. In saying that, there are some flyers that came out here, okay? Learning, the Hierophant in reverse, okay? This is the main message. So we're talking about Sparkle. I don't know your full name, but someone in the chat by the first name of Sparkle was saying that she was confused because she thought we were all coming closer into union, but some of us are being guided towards soulmate partnerships, maybe even karmic partnerships. And I was saying that this is because these partnerships can help us learn, heal, and grow. And so we have the Hierophant in reverse here. And the Hierophant in reverse talks about growth and learning, okay? Understanding from a deeper level. And so that's what these partnerships can mean, okay? We've got the Five of Pentacles in reverse and the Page of Pentacles. So coming out of a space of feeling neglected, rejected, and coming into healing, okay? Using the help of those around us to level up, to start new, to learn, to grow, to expand with the Page of Pentacles, okay? That is the purpose of a soulmate relationship. Yeah, Patty, mine, I have a little bit of a headache too, actually. It literally just started. Yeah, I saw that too, 144 watching. An unworldly mess. Oh, Lord. You're right. Yeah, it's like right here and here. Yes, Ultraviolet. The headaches we've been experiencing lately are very much part of the waves that are coming, the energetic waves that are coming through, and a part of this ascension process. Aha! I love that, Elizabeth. Making intimate connections, period. Doesn't have to be sexual. No, it doesn't have to be sexual. And that's why I said the King of Pentacles doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic partner. The King of Pentacles with the Two of Cups, it could be a business relationship. It could be it could be anything. Your vibe attracts your tribe. I know that's right. But also, it could very well be sexual too. And if it is sexual, that's not a bad thing. It's not necessarily a bad thing. So I don't want anybody to start like feeling any sort of shame in that sense. All right, guys. So I guess that's about it. Yes, also, do drink some water. Keep yourselves. Thank you so much, Aisha. Welcome, welcome. Try to definitely maintain hydration, guys. Yes? I don't know about that. Who asked that? Simone, I don't know about whether, I don't know. I really don't know. Some, sure, some are. There's someone out there that I'm aware of. His name is Daniel Boom. He is on YouTube. He's a reader. He is a twin flame. He describes himself as a twin flame, but he's a heterosexual male. He's the feminine in the situation, and his twin is another heterosexual male. So in that sense, yes, they could be twins. I'm sorry, they can be friends. I don't know. Goodbye, Susan. It was good to see you. Thank you for joining us. I mean, there is no black and white set of rules here. It really could be anything. Okay, so who knows? Thank you so much, Jenna. I've been calling you Jenna. It's Jane. I'm sorry, Jane. Hi, Jane. Thank you so much for joining us. Love you too. Yes, Carmen. It is hard, but very necessary. I actually just use, bye, Simona. It's good to see you. I use straight up coconut oil to condition my hair. I wash it with a No Poo by Diva Curl. I don't know if you've heard about that. Diva Curl, I get it at Ricky's. But then also I use coconut oil to moisturize as a conditioner, and I just leave it in. I just leave it in my hair and put it in after the shower and leave it in. Ooh, Taurus Tam, have fun. Thank you, Negress. I love it. It's so pretty. Thank you so much, Ultraviolet. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you, Deborah. I'm glad that resonated with you. Thank you as well, Marianne. You guys are fantastic. I love you all. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, good, Taurus Tam. That's excellent. 118 again. Now I'm seeing 117. I've been seeing 17s everywhere, guys. It's ridiculous. All right, guys. That's our time, I guess. I'm gonna get going. I got a personal reading to do, and then I gotta clean my room. So I'm gonna be an adult and do that. I love you guys so much. And I will catch you next week. Yeah? Yeah. Same time next week, 2 p.m. Eastern Central. Live. Yeah? Have a beautiful, beautiful rest of the day, guys. Much love to you. And I look forward to connecting with you again soon. Bye.